to come and speak. So would anybody like to come up and speak? I think, Moses, would you like to start this off?
Morning, Court. How's everybody doing? Morning. Good. Well, I'd sent over some information to you guys on January 29th, and can you hear me okay? Okay. I wanted to read over that letter that I'd sent to you guys. I know it's a lot of information, and just give you the opportunity to hear it again, give the community the opportunity to hear it as well. So again, thank you for your time this morning and previously. I understand that making this decision is not a light one, but I can assure you that this process has been thoroughly thought through, and we believe it is truly the right choice for the residents of Parker County as a whole. Approximately 8 years ago, Briar-Reno Fire Department developed as 4 small communities, had one common goal: efficient, cost-effective, and reliable fire coverage. During those 8 years, the organization has gone from strictly volunteer to nearly 30 paid staff members, responding to over 1,800 calls for service annually. We operate 2 man stations, one in Parker County in the city of Reno and one in Tarrant County in the community of Briar. We operate a law enforcement-based fire prevention division, a community-based crisis intervention and mental health unit. We've got a multitude of search and rescue capabilities which we're trying to expand. And we anticipate within the next few years of going to an advanced life support. Outside of the city of Azle that I'm familiar with, we're the only Parker County agency that responds to low priority medical emergencies. We see that as a high priority for emergency medical services in our community due to the distance of ambulances. The services of our agency and our staffing model exceed many of the departments around us. Our focus is truly on conservative growth, and I think you can see that through our budget. Based upon the growth of the community, we are completely empathetic. That's not the goal of the court, to have an excessive amount of ESDs in the county. I'm extremely respectful of that. But like several departments within this county and the surrounding counties, what we're trying to do and what the citizens are asking for is not uncommon. There's been concerns expressed by the court and some citizens about us servicing both Tarrant and Parker County. Well, for 8 years, we've done that with no hiccups. I've been the chief for approximately 4 to 5 years, and I've had no complaints regarding that. In 2024, we opened our second fire station back with paid staff in Tarrant County, and that's done through Tarrant County funding. What that does is it provides another station to northeastern Parker County, and it provides a station to northwestern Parker County that wasn't there. And I want to call your attention that several departments within your county currently operate the same way we're asking you to do. ESD10, which is Hudson Oaks, as you guys know, is contracted with the city of Weatherford, and ESD6 contracts to Crescent Fire Department, which is in Parker, Johnson, Tarrant, and Wise County. And they provide services to all those communities through the same way that we're asking to do the same. One of the concerns brought to my attention is that Tarrant County funds are being used to man the Reno station. Well, that's not true. Until last year, Tarrant County only paid us $143,000. If we want to be completely transparent, $143,000 doesn't pay for much paid staffing, let alone expenses of the department. And the only station that was manned at the time was the Reno station. So at the current time, Reno pays us $312,000 for those services. Prior to the increase by Tarrant County, Reno was providing for 1.5 persons per day, and Pelican Bay paid for the other 1 person. Our staffing level until 2024 was a minimum of 2 persons per day, with 3 during peak times, wildfires, weather incidents, etc. The increase of funding from Tarrant County was specifically to reopen that fire station located in Tarrant County. When they provided the department with that funding source, we began a remodel, which changed things in our budget. One of those being which was my salary. In November, we moved staff fully in the facility. From July 4th through November, we did operate staff from the Reno station for Tarrant County and Pelican Bay specifically. It's because the station was being remodeled, and we still had to respond. Now that the staff are there, truthfully, the stations do nothing but complement themselves for an increased number of resources for our region. I sent over to you guys a copy of our budget for the last 2 years and our staffing model, a daily staffing model and breakdown outline of our resources, our current response map, as well as our short-term plan, which I hope all of you had the chance to review. And I want to address something, dispatch services. We currently use Tarrant County Fire Alarm. The reason that we use Tarrant County Fire Alarm was at the time of the merger of Briar-Reno, Briar Fire Department, Reno Fire Department, City of Sanctuary, and Pelican Bay. The cost at that time was lower to the department for the amount of call volume. We have an interface called Active 911 that we utilize that Tarrant County Fire Alarm has access to, and so does our crews. So when a EMS call in Reno goes out, our crews get an alert on their phone, and Fire Alarm in Tarrant County gets an alert on their phone. And they dispatch us within 90 seconds or so. Our crews also monitor the calls in in Parker County on a radio all the time, and our average response time is about 5 minutes. Life Care or Parker County Hospital District comes from Springtown, and their response time, depending upon time of day, could be 10 to 20 minutes, and depending upon priority. Our response time's 5. That's the average. So regarding the consideration of a merger with another ESD, the Board of Directors of the Briar-Reno Fire Department will not merge with an existing entity. So the apparatus, the equipment, the fire station, and the staff are all owned by the Briar-Reno Fire Department Incorporated. It's an independent organization from any city. If another entity were to establish fire protection within the city to be capable of providing the current level of service or higher, they would have to invest approximately, again, this is approximate numbers, if you want to get the same level, $7 million. You're going to build a fire station, approximately 2 years, buy a fire truck, approximately 1 year to 2 years, unless you've got one in reserve, hire staff, purchase equipment. It's about $7 million. Which, I was questioned at the last meeting about the same thing of Tarrant County, if we were going to lose our contract there. Well, as far as I've been aware, through the commissioners at Tarrant County ESD10, there is no concern for that. And for them to establish a station in that area, it would cost them about $7 million. And their new revenue source, I doubt they're going to do that, because Briar is not the most important area of Tarrant County ESD10 based upon call volume. Fiscally, it's not responsible or plausible for the Parker County residents to do that. With the establishment of ESD10, it's going to generate about $9,000 within the amount of funding that we currently receive from the City of Reno. We are going to generate, at the current ad valorem amount, $303,000. That is today. That is not next year when funds start coming in. We get paid $312 right now from the City of Reno. As I'd explained previously, the donation amounts received, it's kind of a slush fund. We anticipate receiving that approximate amount, but that's not part of the budget where we expect to get every single dollar of that in. As ESD10 grows, we will grow. And over the last 3 years, we've seen a 30% increase in ad valorem tax, increase in sales tax over 100%, and the expected generation, as I'd mentioned, was $303,000. My anticipation is 2025, 2026 to be over $350,000. There's currently $70 million in platted land for development that's set to be completed during the next year, and several other large projects in the platting process. That's with a city or without a city. That's coming. Our department currently works closely with the City of Reno by providing advisement, plan review, planning of future residential commercial development, so we're very well versed in what is anticipated to come in to the City of Reno, whether the city is there or not. As I had mentioned previously, it is our goal to adopt a sales tax. That is a separate election after the ESD is established, and all of that is a reallocation of funds. It is not an establishment of a new tax on the residents. Nearly all the ESDs in Parker County already do this, and many of them across the state do the same thing. And we would use this for capital expenses, not for everyday operating. I had provided you guys with some information regarding our apparatus. Just a brief overview of that real quick. Our oldest engine is I think it's a 2012 or 2013 that we operate daily, and that is at Station 33 in Tarrant County. We have a maintenance contract with a fleet facility company that comes out quite often and looks and maintains that equipment. And we've got a reserve engine in case something goes down with that one. It's no different than the one in Parker County. The engine we have in Parker County is a tanker pumper, and it's a 2018. They come out, they maintenance that on a regular basis as well. So if something goes down, we have reserve apparatus. Same thing with brush trucks. We've got plans, we are already applying for grants to the Forest Service for future apparatus. We are in conversation with Tarrant County for apparatus on the Tarrant County side. That happens fantastic. Now I've got 2 reserve engines, one for the Tarrant County side, one for the Parker County side. Resource-wise, we're 2 fire stations spread over 28 square miles. Doesn't get much better than that unless you want to go build a 3rd and 4th one. In the next 5 years, we're in conversation with the city of Pelican Bay about building a Department of Public Safety complex in the city of Pelican Bay. That'll give us a 3rd station. We'll service Pelican Bay with a station, Briar with a station, and Reno with a station. As the community grows, this department will grow, which is what we have done for 8 years. I know you guys are going to hear many things, and you've got lots of decisions to make, but at the end of the day, it is the voters' choice to make that decision, and I hope that we can allow that to happen. I appreciate you guys.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Your equipment, would
Yes,
you
sir.
rate it as excellent, poor, good?
Good.
Just good?
Good.
All your equipment?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay.
And the reason I rate it as good is because the Tarrant County engine is a 2012. It's not brand new. My Reno engine, the reason I don't rate it as best is because the cab system doesn't work on it. The reason the cab system doesn't work on it is we have a direct fill that we can do foam through it if we need to. We have other apparatus with foam on it. Otherwise, that truck's great. Same thing with our brush trucks.
Yeah. All right.
I'm very confident in it.
I had a question. You'd mentioned you have 30 employees there.
Yes, sir.
How is that divided? Like how many are Parker County versus Tarrant?
Yeah,
or how's that
So Tarrant County
allocated?
pays for 2.5 per day,
Okay.
and Reno pays for 1.5 per day at the moment, and Pelican Bay pays about for a person a day. So we staff 2 at Reno and 3 at Tarrant County on average. When I say 2.5, it sounds kind of silly, right? It's an average.
Well, I understand that. I just was trying. I know that the county line kind of goes through there, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure as far as county allocation.
So we use 730, FM 730 as our border line. Everything on the east side of the highway is Tarrant County, so that's Station 33. Everything on the west side is Station 49. On Highway 199, we run a dual engine company response with engine 51, so you have engine 51 and engine 49. And on 730, a portion of it's engine 33 and in Station 52, which is Azle. And we just kind of break things down based upon that.
I got you. Say Parker County to Tarrant County. How many runs do you think
Absolutely.
would be Parker County versus Tarrant County?
Yeah. So the city of Reno is about 520 calls a year, and then we do about 80 to 100 inspections a year. So it puts us right around that 600 number in the city of Reno. And then in Sanctuary, which we also service as a contract, they run about 47 to 60 calls a year.
So is Sanctuary, that's Parker County as well?
Yes, sir, they are.
So versus Tarrant County, that's what,
Yeah, so Tarrant County, if you include Pelican Bay and Briar together, it's a
Mhm.
little over almost 1,100 calls.
so about 1,100 on the Tarrant County side and 600 if you put in
Correct.
the additional.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So about double.
Yes, sir.
Almost.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's why when Tarrant County provided us with that funding this year, it was easier than we've ever had to be able to divide the line and say, fantastic, Station 33, you handle Tarrant, Station 49, you handle Parker. Now, yesterday was a great example. We had 2 calls going in Reno at the same time. Station 33 comes over and covers, Station 49 goes to the other call. Just like a lot of the other departments do, they rotate them through as they need to, kind of like mutual aid. Typically, in district for us, on an annual basis, less than 10% of our calls, we have to receive another